Before we dive into this incredible story, let us know where you're watching from in the comments below. If you enjoy heartwarming and inspiring stories like this one, don't forget to subscribe to the channel because tomorrow we have another special story just for you. In the bustling chaos of a local market, a young worker named John, who has Down syndrome, was doing his best to stay calm on his first day at work. But the peace was shattered when an angry customer began humiliating him with cruel words. Everyone around watched in silence, too hesitant to step in. What no one knew was that among the customers, a famous Hollywood actor was quietly observing the scene. What he did next left everyone speechless. John, a 21-year-old with Down syndrome, was known for his kindness and dedication. Despite his infectious energy, he carried deep emotional scars from his past. His relationship with his former stepfather, a cold and abusive man, had left lasting wounds on his self-esteem. Flashbacks of his stepfather's harsh words echoed in his mind. "You'll never amount to anything, boy. Don't even try." But John was resilient. He decided he would be stronger than any words meant to break him. The local market was lively, with neatly stocked shelves and the sound of shopping carts rolling across the polished floor. John walked in proudly wearing his uniform, greeted by Jack, the manager, who welcomed him with a warm smile. "Welcome to the team, John. We're happy to have you with us." John shook Jack's hand, eager to prove himself. "Thank you, sir. I'll do my best." John's training began immediately. He was introduced to tasks like organizing products and bagging groceries. He listened attentively, determined to do well. But his slower pace didn't go unnoticed by some co-workers, who whispered among themselves. "He's a bit slow, isn't he?" one of them muttered, unaware that John overheard. He pretended not to notice, focusing on his work. By the end of his shift, John was exhausted but proud of completing his first day. As he finished bagging the last customer's groceries, a loud sigh came from the line. He glanced at the clock, relieved his shift was almost over. But he didn't notice the growing impatience of one customer, whose eyes narrowed as she watched him. Enter Karen, a 45-year-old woman with a rigid posture and an air of superiority. Her heels clicked sharply as she walked through the market, her face already radiating disapproval. She stopped abruptly at the checkout line, letting out an exaggerated sigh. "These stores never know how to organize things," she muttered loudly, tossing her items onto the counter. John greeted her with a polite smile. "Good morning, ma'am." Karen responded with a cold glare. "I hope it is good because I don't have all day." John began scanning her items carefully, but Karen's piercing stare made him nervous. His hands trembled slightly, and a package slipped from his grip, falling to the floor. Karen rolled her eyes. "Oh my God, he can't even hold a bag. This is ridiculous." John's face turned red as he tried to move faster, but his nervousness only made things worse. Karen leaned closer, her voice dripping with disdain. "Someone needs to do something about this. I don't have all day to deal with incompetence." The other customers in line murmured uncomfortably, but no one stepped in. Just as Karen was about to escalate her tirade, a calm yet firm voice broke through the tension. "That's enough." Everyone turned to see a tall, confident man stepping forward. It was none other than Clint Eastwood, the legendary Hollywood actor. Karen froze, startled by the interruption. "And who do you think you are?" she snapped, though her voice wavered slightly. Clint's gaze was steady, his voice calm but commanding. "I'm someone who believes in respect. It doesn't cost anything to be kind, and you've clearly lost sight of that." Karen tried to defend herself, but Clint's words resonated with the crowd. One by one, customers began speaking up in support of John. "He's doing his best," one woman said. "We're all waiting in line. No one else is complaining," added another. Clint turned to John, placing a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "John, you're doing a great job. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise." We all have tough days, but those don't define who we are. John nodded, tears welling up in his eyes. For the first time in a long time, he felt seen and valued. Karen, realizing she was outnumbered, quickly gathered her things and left the store. The atmosphere in the market shifted dramatically. Customers who had been silent moments earlier now offered John words of encouragement. "You're doing great, John. Keep it up," one man said. "Don't let anyone bring you down," added another. As John finished his shift, he felt a newfound sense of confidence. Clint's words echoed in his mind. "Your worth isn't measured by how quickly you bag groceries. Your worth is who you are." For the first time, John truly believed it. The next day, videos of the incident went viral, with hashtags like #RespectForJohn and #KindnessMatters trending worldwide. John became a symbol of resilience, and the story inspired millions to reflect on the power of kindness and empathy. This story reminds us that every day gives us the opportunity to lift others up instead of tearing them down. No matter how small the action, it can have a profound impact. Let's create a world where respect and empathy are the norm, not the exception. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Let us know in the comments how you would have reacted in this situation. Until next time, stay kind.